side, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And here's the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So NC State's offense will go to work first. These two teams don't exactly love each other. Man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last.
Nice move there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Finds his target. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. The give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief, first drive, and you force a turnover. This team's now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they need.
This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Right back to it. Turning it on. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nicholas. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Shepard. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Snow. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Takes the handoff, it's Scott. On his feet at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll send the back in motion. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's got the tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Right side, it's Moore. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Shepard. Maybe a crease. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll go with a direct snap. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Caught. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Pulls it in. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it in his belly. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Snow. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To throw, it's Bailey. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Going to the run, it's Scott. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the Blue Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Sells to fake. Holds on, it's Richardson. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Here comes the heat. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Sells the run, wants to pass. Firing toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Duke. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Cuts it upfield. It's Gauze. Shows him the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
First down here for the offense. Running inside, it's Scott. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Bailey. Left side, it's Scott. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dozier. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. On the run, it's Goss. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, NC State! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Pulls and fires complete. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Richardson. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's Shepard. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Wide left, it's Nicholas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Trying to take it back. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Left side is Snow. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Snow. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw again. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. RPO complete. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Keeps it on the ground. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get it.
Caught, it's Richardson. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout, Duke. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unleashes one. And he almost had a pick.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Making the adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Dozier. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Drops back on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Second and long here. Hits the hole. It's Scott. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The give. He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. The lone back's got it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The handoff. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got his man. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. On the run, it's Fields. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They marched 72 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Snatch it quickly on the left. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Nicholas. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Long way to go on second down. Finds his man on the RPO. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Shepard. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Got him on the RPO. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Blue Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for running room. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Burrowing for yardage. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently, almost every single...
Makes the catch and he's free. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Trying to establish the run. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. Rush is on. He sacked this defense all over it.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
He gets a block. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Gonna run it. It's Scott. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's got it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. The run to the right. able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Straight ahead, it's Fields. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Scott. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Duke sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with it.
Makes the catch down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Touchdown, Duke! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Getting set for the point after. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Looking for room, it's Gauze. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Bailey. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout, Duke. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Trying to slip through and pick it up inside the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more 1st downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more 1st downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Fights off a defender. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.